Oh! As you can see, I'm playing Silent Hunter 3. And I was going to just sail around for a bit before cutting in, but we've just discovered a ship, or spotted a ship, so no intro this time, straight in. Okay. I can't see it yet, it's too far for my puny eyes to spot. It is about 20 kilometers away, that might explain why. Alright then, well, this is perfect timing. Let's get into position. Whoops. I have 3 torpedoes left in the front tubes, 2 in the rear. The date is April 23rd, 1943. It's 6:30 in the morning, local time. And looks like I'm about to attempt to sink a ship. Let's speed up a bit. Just make sure we get... Oh, there's at least 2 of them. Good. Okay, we're about 3 kilometers away. Current bearing 306. There they are. Look like it could be freighters to me, merchants. So from here we'll be about 3 kilometers away. We can get a bit closer. Someone in the comments in the previous video told me to shoot from closer range, so I'll attempt to do that. Okay, let's dive now. I do like these unescorted merchants, makes my life a lot easier. Got both my radio boys in the radio room, so that's good. And we have detected them. Okay, let's have a peek and see if we can see what they are. Still a bit too far away for a full identification. Get my notes ready to do a little bit of work with the spinny wheel. Somebody told me what the proper name was, but I've forgotten. I'm sorry. Okay, speed up time a little bit. To make sure we leave ourselves enough time to do the calculations. Looks like there could be small merchants to me. Small merchant, small merchant, small merchant. I think that's what they are. The front one certainly. The one at the back, not 100%. Let's lower the scope because we are close to them and it's daylight, so they can spot us fairly easily. Try and work out a solution here. Okay, so range, count number of vertical marks. That is 3. So take 3, put it to the top. Mast height 19.5. So mast height on the outer dial is about there. Puts the range at just over 2,000 meters, which I think is about right. Angle on bow, line up the, where were we? There we go, range dial with the ship length, 78.5, like so. Count number of horizontal marks, which is 6, yep, 2, 4, 6. Marks on the mid inner dial, 6 here, gives angle on bow of about 28-29 degrees. They're looking to the left, so that means that should be about here. And finally, speed. Start the timer. Drop the scope a little bit. And wait till he's almost gone fully past the green line. We're going at 0 knots, so this should be fairly accurate. Bonk, 30 seconds. So, line up the time on the mid outer dial. This with the ship length, 78.5 there. That means going about 5 knots. Seems a bit slow. I'll hedge my bets to go 5.5 or 5 and a bit. Okay. So now we pretty much have the solution dialed in, apart from the range, which obviously will change as they get closer. These two look like identical ships, so I think they're both small merchants. There's nothing to choose between them. I need to do another range calculation when they're about 350 degrees, and then we can do some firing. I only have one Type 3 torpedo in the front. I don't want to use any Type 1s ideally, although we're very close, so they won't have much time to evade. If they do spot the torpedo, it may be worth giving it a try. I'm not sure. Let's... Whoops, wrong one. What am I doing? Here we go. Radio man, or hydrophone man. Track nearest merchant. Whoops. And we can take a look at the inside of the ship, of the boat. Almost said ship, boat. Don't get to do this very often. You can see the food stocks have been depleted. We've only got a few bananas left. Big hunk of meat. Half a sausage. Why would you eat half of one sausage and then half of another sausage? Just eat one sausage at a time. You're potentially ruining half a sausage. Fools. Oh, we've got plenty of other sausages left, so that's okay. And if we can move through here. Here is checkered... can't think of a German name that begins with ch. Checkered... Chekhov. He's a Russian immigrant. And we just need to wait for them to get a bit closer. About 350 degrees. Maybe 345. Just to be safe. There we go. So we can do a final range estimation. No, I don't know if this will work because they're fairly close, but count number of vertical marks. We have almost 4, I think, so we take 4, put that to the top. Mast height 19.5, puts it at just over 15. Like so. We've just received a radio message as well, which is interesting. What's that about? Attacked by destroyer, damaged, flood. So another U-boat down. Okay, so now we have a fairly good estimation of the range. Guess we can put this down a little bit because they're going to get a bit closer. Be about 1500 meters when we fire. And I think I will fire my Type 3 first. and the Type 1 after that. Draft is 7.3, so 567.3, put it about 8 meters. Magnetic torpedoes. And we're getting closer. Fairly small targets, but they're targets nonetheless. Every little helps. Maybe I can do one final speed calculation while we're waiting for him to pass by. If it's 30 seconds, we'll know it's exactly the same as before. Yeah, 30 seconds. So that must be fairly accurate. I'll move that down a little bit just so it's a bit closer to 5 knots. Okay, we're ready. Open the tube. Fire one. In fact, I might fire the second one at this guy. Yeah, why not? Okay. So we've got 2 torpedoes away, 1 for each. Let's see how we do. Obviously we can see the wake for the Type 1. But hopefully the Type 3 will hit. And then it'll be too late for them to evade the Type 1. These are British ships. At least this one is. About 5 seconds left until impact, or estimated impact. No event camera. Time's run out on the first torpedo. What about the Type 1? Can I see the wake? Have I messed something up? I think I may have messed something up quite badly. Jeez. What did I do wrong? That was a complete miss. For both. Speed is 5 knots. Was the angle on bow wrong? Maybe I got the angle on bow wrong. Oh, they're looking to the... Jesus Christ. I said they're looking out from the left. They're looking from the right. Verdammt! That's what you get when you don't play the game for a very long time. I've got one more chance. I need to do a rough calculation. He's about 90 degrees away. Maybe a little bit more. Speed will keep the same as we had before. Move this down to 8. Open tube 3. I cocked that up completely. God damn it. Maybe I'll get another chance with the rear torpedoes. It's always tricky with this. You need to imagine that you're on the target ship and you're looking at the U-boat. So are they looking from the left or the right? For some reason I thought they would be looking at us from the left, and quite obviously they're looking at us from the right side of the ship, which is starboard, I think. Let's see how this one does. This could be okay. Although he looks like he's going a bit faster than 5 knots. Oh no. They are going faster than 5 knots. Will it explode? I doubt it. Even if it did, wouldn't do any damage? No. We failed, and now they're zigzagging. Maybe that's why it missed, because they started zigzagging and spotted it. Yeah, yeah. Stop it. Brilliant. Now we only have our 3 torpedoes in the rear. I'm sorry, everybody. That was foolish. Another radio message. This will be BDU saying, "We didn't get your message. What's happened?" When quite obviously they've been sunk. Well, I'm gonna have to sail away. Try again another day. I'll probably track these guys for a while. Maybe wait until night time and attempt another attempt, so to speak, and hope not to cock it up again. I need to play Silent Hunter 3 more, and this won't happen. I'm planning on doing that. Usually I'd play Silent Hunter 3 on the weekends when I've got some time, but hopefully I might free up some time in the evenings to play it, so I can do videos more often, because I know there are people who like them. Yeah, I'll cut away here while I get some distance between myself and these guys, so I can track them, or attempt to track them, and I'll be back imminently. Okay, so I followed them through the day. It's now night time. It's 8:30 in the evening, and I'm set up like this to hit them from my rear torpedoes. They are running like so. So I need to move forward a little bit to allow the torpedoes time to arm. There we go. And it's just a case of letting them get a little bit nearer. So I can do a proper calculation. That should do. Yeah, these are the same guys. That's the first one in line. Okay, let's try this again. Number of vertical marks. I think that's about 5. So take 5, put that to the top. Mast height 19.5. That's about 1,300 meters, which I think is pretty much correct. Angle on bow, line up range dial with ship length, which is 78.5, like so. Count horizontal marks. It's difficult to see, I think it's like 20. I'm going with 20 marks. Puts them at 70 degrees. And this time they are looking at us from the left. So 70 like so. And speed will increase it slightly to 5.5 knots to be safe. So I only have 2 torpedoes. I should probably fire both of them at the same target, just to be sure of a sinking. And we need to fire at about 190 degrees. Let's increase time so it gets to about 100. There we go. Okay, we're ready. Remember to put the this down to about 8 meters. There we go. Okay, we're ready. Fire 1. Fire 2. Let's get the stern torpedo room going to reload that torpedo. That's going to take... Ah, sea state too harsh. She wants to dive deeper. Okay. Oh well. Might not have a chance to have a go at the second one. Is this the first one? I think this is the second one. Oh no, the first one's up here. So this is the one we shot at. Hopefully this time I haven't cocked anything up. I wouldn't bet on it. Is this a vent camera? Yes it is. Did they just pass underneath? Oh! One of them just passed underneath. The second one did explode. So we've got one hit. Just behind the smokestack. Okay, well at least we hit with one. Well then, what we shall do now then, I suppose, is follow along and see what happens. And may as well dive deep enough to reload the torpedo as well, the final torpedo. We won't be able to watch what happens to the ship, but we can hear. Okay, we're now reloading torpedoes. That's going to take 6 minutes. Increase speed to keep up with them. Looks like one of them is falling behind. Might as well cheat and have a look at him. Yeah, he's going nowhere. You're done, my friend. Propeller's not turning. He's dead in the water. Listing at the stern. There's nothing his friend can do. Excellent. That's probably going to be a sinkage. She's going down in flames. Silent flames from the silent hunter. So it took us 2 attempts, but we managed it. Or I managed it, I suppose. Yeah. And we've got 1 torpedo left. Oh, it wasn't a small merchant, it's a Granville type freighter. Okay. That's a bit better in terms of tonnage. May explain why I had a hard time calculating the solution. Now, this second one is moving along, but obviously that one's going to be zigzagging about now. So, not much chance of hitting it. I mean, I guess I could try. Not sure if it's a historically accurate thing to do though. Well, he's sailed away into the distance now, so yeah, I'm just going to move away and maybe come at him again in a bit. How far away is he? Probably safe enough to surface at this range. We did have a radio message. What's that about? U-191 has failed to make contact with BDU. Destroys an aircraft in her last known position. Boat is presumed lost. We knew that already. Oh, what's this? This is a radio. This is a radio contact. This isn't a something we've spotted. Well then, this might be a good opportunity to get rid of our last torpedo and head for home. Okay, we should have enough time to get over there. And move just past its course. This is a stroke of luck. Stop. There we go, that's enough. And we're underwater, so hopefully we should be able to pick it up. Oh, we've got a sound contact for motion all the way down here. Maybe that contact was detected quite a while ago. I didn't notice. It's possible. Should have checked the time. Oh well. I guess we can make a chase after it. Well, I'm going to sail around here and try and find something else to fire my last torpedo at, and I'll come back when an opportunity presents itself.